The number one item I want all my clients to have is a food scale. This thing will make sure that you are tracking accurately. And I know it can feel really intimidating at first to understand how it works, but I'm going to show you all my tips and tricks for getting the most out of your food scale. And it really is going to be something you fall in love with and want to use every single day. All right, we have our food scale. Turn it on. The other option here is called tare. All that really means is you're setting the scale to 0. And it says 94 for some reason. So you just hit tare, it takes it back to 0. So tare always brings your scale back to 0. You can choose between grams, this is pounds and ounces, or just ounces. I typically just use grams and ounces, and there's really no rhyme or reason for what I choose. I like to measure rice in grams. I like to measure potatoes in ounces. You'll just find kind of what works for you. You're going to grab a bowl, set it on the scale. Of course, then the scale measures the bowl, which we don't care about. So we want to hit tare and set it to 0 because we only want it to measure what is in the bowl, not the bowl itself. So I have 200 grams of rice. I will say I mostly did 100 grams of rice in my 6-week program, but now that I am on maintenance mode, I'm up to 200 grams. Now that the rice is measured, I have 200 grams in the app. I will hit tare again so that it goes back to 0. And I get 100 grams of cucumbers. And I have 8 ounces of chicken, so it's in grams. I just want to change it back to ounces, but you can do this in the middle of measuring. If you decide, I don't want to measure my rice in grams, I want to measure it in ounces, but you already started putting rice in the bowl, absolutely, you can just hit the button and it transfers for you. So ounces, I want to go back to 0 because I want to measure just the chicken. I also had 100 grams of apple. So again, hit tare, go back to 0, throw in some apple, 98 grams, perfect. And then I'm going to grab the hummus. So this is a local homemade hummus. It doesn't have the calories on it, but there is a hummus I buy at the store. So I'm just going to use the macros from that. You know, it's going to be close enough. And hit tare, so it goes back to 0. I do like it in grams. I want about 50 grams of hummus. And it's 2 over, it's going to be okay. It doesn't have to be right on the mark as long as it's really close. And that's how you build your bowl. With the bowl being on the scale, you never move it and you can add everything on top of each other. It's a great way to build salads, build taco bowls, Greek bowls, all those things. If you have any questions though, please reach out and we can chat through it.